Be the hero of your own movie. If your life was a movie and it started now, forget about whatever financial disasters you've had, personal failures, relationship failures. What would the hero of your life's movie do right now? Do that. Do those things. We define ourselves far too often by our past failures. We look at our past and we say, well, that's me. That's not you. You are this person right now. You're the person who's learned from those failures, and you can choose to be the hero of your own movie right now. Write down your goals. Write down things you want to improve. Write down things you won't tolerate from yourself. Write down things that you've done in the past that you never want to see yourself do again. And go forth from here as the hero of your own movie. Build momentum. Build confidence and momentum with each good decision that you make from here on out. You can do it. Anyone can do it. We live in unique times. We live in one of the rarest times in human history where you can choose almost all the input that comes your way. Whether it's the movies that you watch, the books you read, the podcasts you listen to, you can choose to be inspired. Do that. Do that and be the hero of your own movie.
Everybody's similar, but everybody's different. And your attitude has a giant effect, not just on your life, but on other people's lives around you. That's the other thing about it. Those I can't catch a break guys, get them the fuck away from me. I can't be around those guys. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't buy it. Because everybody has bad breaks, shit ton of bad breaks. But you know what I did? I stayed up and I figured out what the fuck I did wrong, and then I went back. It's like I fucked up everything I've ever done 100 times. There's no other way to do it. And I've had a bunch of shitty breaks. Everybody has. But you got to realize when you have those shitty breaks what that is. It's an opportunity for you to reassess, reboot, get better, figure out another way, find another way through. It's just little challenges. And the people that look at those challenges and go, why do I always have these challenges? They're cancer. Those people are dangerous to be around. They will rob you of your enthusiasm. They don't give you any fuel. They're the opposite of fuel. Like the fuel people, the people that are out there just fucking hustling, always getting things done. The guy, like my friend Jocko, every morning I'll check his Instagram page, 4:30, shows a picture of his watch. Get after it. He's out there working out 4:30 in the morning. He does it every fucking morning. Why? Because he doesn't want to. And that's how you do it. You go and get after it. You don't make any excuses. And those kind of guys are fuel. But those I can't catch a break guys, they're the opposite of fuel. They're just pissing on your fire. They're no fun. And the people that surround them are all idiots. Because only idiots want to be around I can't catch a break. Only the dummies stick around. After a while, even if they're your good friend, you got to be like, bro, you got to fucking stop. You got to stop with all this I can't catch a break bullshit. All the time you're complaining, you could be instead hustling. You could be instead chasing your dream. You could be instead figuring out what you're doing wrong, trying to improve certain aspects of your life, getting your shit together, reading a book, meditating, something. Fucking something. But this I can't catch a break shit is not helping anybody, and it pushes everybody away from you. But some people, they get caught in that pattern, and it might be their parents, it might be how they were raised, somebody might have told them they were useless real early on, it's stuck, and they never feel like they get enough reassurance. They never feel like they get enough motivation. Yeah, dude, you can do that.
Yeah.
It's all in how much you exercise. Now, that's not all he eat. Obviously, he's eating healthy food on top of that.
Yeah.
But if he feels like fucking off and getting a Big Mac, he can do that, and there's no performance benefit or no penalty. You can do it. So when Floyd does that, he is doing that. Guy is a super elite wrestler.
Yeah.
You think you're going to do something, but he knows you think you're going to do something. So he does it. You do what you were going to do. He anticipates what you're going to do. He has an answer to that.
Yeah.
And then you have to regroup, and he's already moving on to step 3. Like, there's too many steps that he's ahead of you. Everyone has a different personality. They have different interests, different things that they would be really satisfied pursuing. That's not encouraged. What's encouraged is go find a job. What's encouraged is go find some place that you can shove yourself into. Go find a square hole that you can stick your round peg and just fucking jam it in there and shave down the top and the bottom so you slide in with all this extra space on the sides and feel like shit for the rest of your life because you need a job, because you're in debt, because you have credit cards, because you have student loans, because that's what everybody does. And so you do it too. That's what's wrong. What's wrong is that we don't give, it's like, let them figure it out on their own, and it fucking takes forever. It took forever for me. The only thing that I had going for me was that I was crazy, and that I'd been spending most of my high school years fighting. So that I was already so far outside of anybody that I was so weird. The human race is stuck in a giant quagmire when it comes to our behavior and our thinking about our morality that you've developed is good because it's good to treat other people good. It's good to treat other people the way you would like to be treated yourself. It's like a golden rule, and there's a reason for it. And that reason is that we're connected in some strange way that we don't totally understand. And unless you are good to other people around you, unless you're kind and friendly and warm and loving, you're not going to fucking enjoy this life. You're just not. You're going to be problems everywhere you go. You're going to have problems everywhere you go. You got to figure out a way to enjoy this fun. That's how you fit in better in the world. That's how you stay positive. We need to figure out, like, now, today, what is, the best way to live your life. There's got to be ways where you can be putting forward the most positive energy. I mean, we know objectively what's causing pollution. We know objectively what's causing birth defects, and and we're taking in too much chemicals and not enough vitamins. We know objectively all this stuff. We know how to organize our world, and yet we don't do it. Honest about the positive benefits of it, like, people have this idea like you shouldn't talk about positive benefits of any drugs, whether it's harmless drugs like marijuana or dangerous drugs like cocaine, maybe even especially dangerous drugs like cocaine, because the reality of what you're saying, your experience and the positive aspects of your experience, it's like, he's promoting drugs, when clearly you're doing just the opposite. You're talking about how you needed them and used them and they helped you, but the reality is, it was because you were dealing with an issue, and it just helped mask the issue. It did help. To lie and deny that, it clouds the issue. For people dealing with their own drug issues, dealing with their current drug issues or their past issues, if people aren't honest about it, man, it puts people in this weird place where, like, you know what, if I wasn't for fucking meth, I would have never started this business. You're way ahead of the game. It's just a part of life. It's 5 years from now, you'll be like, God, back then I didn't know shit. It's just impossible to change people's ways. They have to want to change. They have to be motivated. They have to, it's so hard to change people. It's like if you've ever had a friend that's been into drugs and it's been all fucked up and you can't get them to quit, or an alcoholic, it is almost impossible to talk someone into changing. They have to have some motivation that's internal.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing with eating good. The best example you could set is by living your life in a healthy way. Doing things in a healthy way and doing things that are exciting and inspirational, and then it makes you want to do stuff that's good. It makes you want to take care of your body, and makes you really want to concentrate on your mind and meditate and just really get everything in order. Well, when I was 21 and I was first starting to do comedy, that's when I was really devouring as much of it as possible, because I was trying to figure out, like, how to not be so lazy, how to be motivated, how to get shit done, and how to like find the correct path and think about things correctly. I would follow all this personal power, like, you had workshops that you would do, like little notebooks and shit, fill out, and things to talk about and things to concentrate on. Like, if you did do it, it would help you. But really what it's all about is just getting your shit together and moving. Just go do something. Like what you did by taking a job when you would show up at a gig and you'd be working there Tuesday through Sunday, and then take a day job and work 9 to 5. That is more hustle and more hustle mindset than anything you're ever going to get out of an Anthony Robbins book. Like, that is like just doing it. Just doing it makes you do more. Like, do more hard shit makes you do more hard shit. Understanding that you want it bad, so you're willing to put into work and do things you don't want to do, it's what makes you have that confidence that you know how to push through, and the mentality that I'm the type of dude to get shit done. Like, I'm not gonna waste my day just sitting around a fucking hotel room. No, I'm gonna go to work. I'm going to work all day. I'm going to drive 5 hours and keep that radio gig, and then drive 5 hours and spend 10 hours of the fucking 24 in a day in a goddamn car to do gigs. The way you can change is you have to put aside enough money to give yourself a window, and then you have to have a plan, and you have to spend all your waking hours outside of whatever shit job you do planning your escape. And you have to come to the realization very clearly that you fucked up and you got yourself stuck. So whatever you're doing, you have to do it like your life depends on it. And whether it is you're trying to be an author, and if you're gonna try to be an author and you're working 8 hours a day plus commuting plus family responsibilities or whatever else you have, whatever time that you have to attack like you're trying to save the world. You're trying to save your life. You don't want to drown. That 1.5 hours a day that you have to write, God damn, you better be caffeinated and motivated. You got to go. You got to get after it. And you got to have discipline. Most people don't have those things. Most people don't understand what it's like to really go for something. Or wondering why other people are successful is the refuge of losers. Their mentality. It's a loser occupation. It's a loser practice because you're wondering why other people are successful. Like, who gives a fuck? You can say you think it sucks, but to spend time wondering why someone is successful and hating, it doesn't do any good. It's like, what is that old expression that jealousy is, it's a poison that does the opposite of its intended affect the other person at all, but it poisons yourself. It wastes your energy and time.